My name is Lars Monsen. I'm Norwegian, 45 years old. I've spent some 4,000 nights in a sleeping bag, often north of the Arctic Circle. Very cold climate. I just love the outdoors, and that's my living. I think I have a drive within me that I really can't explain. It's maybe I've lived earlier lives similar to the one I'm leading now. It's the outdoors, it's the mountains, the hunting, the fishing, the freedom of it all. It can be really a challenge sometimes, but the reward, it's so much bigger than just living in a civilized city. Well, I started as a kid. I had a father who took me out and allowed me to sleep alone in the forest when I was 9 years old. Since that night I've just wanted more and more, and the trips have become longer and longer. Started with a weekend trip, and then a week, and then a month, and then 2 months, and then a year, and so on. My longest expeditions have been crossing Canada. Across Canada took almost 3 years. I walked on foot across Alaska. That took 10 months. I walked on foot along the Norwegian borderline to what was then the Soviet Union, Finland and Sweden. That took 1 year. And then a bunch of expeditions lasting from 30 to 90 days. I'm convinced that most people, not everyone, but most people would really enjoy trying some of this life. You know, just be out there and dare listening to the silence. It can be deafening. It can be like thunder in your ears, even though you don't hear anything, you know, because you're alone. It gets dark, and you know that, okay, I'm going to be out there for a week. Maybe you have some challenge with fishing, maybe hunting. And then it's all the small things that gives you pleasure in the daily life, you know, putting up a campfire, finding a nice spot to sleep during the night, just listening to all the sounds around you. It's not always silent, you know. You have maybe a river, maybe a thunderstorm coming in, and you know, it's nothing more real than that. And having your own little shelter, if it's a tent or if it's a tarp, that protects you from the pouring rain or the snow and the blizzard and storms or whatever. It's just really something that feels right for the human soul. It's contact with nature. I talked to the Indians and the Inuit people, the First Nation people and the Sami people about this, and I ask especially the old people. And what they say is the winters are just as cold as before, but they're shorter in both ends. And you know, the river banks, they erode faster. Short-term profit, you know, the big companies that cut down the forests, for instance, and you know, to preserve wild areas in the nature. For instance, up north in Alaska, where they are trying to drill for oil. I would really hope that they wouldn't do that, because that's one of the really few areas that are huge with wilderness, untouched wilderness. I don't know. I really don't know, but maybe we should start with our own homes, the small stuff. You know, try to buy things that doesn't pollute, and maybe buy less things. I think everyone just have to follow their conscience. And if you fall to sleep at night and you know that I'm doing okay, I'm trying, you know, and then everyone has to find out their own limits or their own things to do. So I just can't say that everyone has to live the life that I lead. Of course not. We're different people, and everyone has to do their own little thing, but I can't answer for all of them. I'm optimistic, always am. Just try to live after my motto: anything is possible.